All right. Hello. Eduardo, what is up, man? Extra light on. Looking good. We've got parts in, so we can finally finish this build. Oh, I'm excited for this. I'd love to actually get this thing potentially testing or printing tonight. That would be super cool. But we have a lot of we have cable management we need to do. We need to do the Y-axis. Got my big old bag of zip ties out. We're gonna need that down here. So let's wait just a few minutes, let people kind of hop in here, and then we'll get started. While I wait, I will get out some of the parts. So we've got the bed carriage, Y carriage, should say, sorry. The smooth rod, this is what I was waiting for this week. These finally came in. Got those. We've got some of our cabling. We're going to need that. Some Iko bearings for the bed. These are, I ended up using these because I 3D printed my own corner brackets. And then we have the Y-rod mounts, our MK52 bed, and we need our Y motor. I need the Y idler, and then we need the Y motor mount right here, Y motor mount. We're going to need the bearing for the Y-axis. We're going to need some belts for the Y-axis. And I need a pulley, which there are pulleys in here, some brand new ones from Ziltech. And we need the cable for the Y motor. Don't think I need any of these. I'm going to use up the last of those twist ties. I don't need any more of those or that stuff. So I think it's everything I need out of the box. I don't need all 6 of these bearings though. Yes, this is a FISEC board, bed, sorry, FISEC bed. Hey, Aaron, what's up, man? Hey, Ken. Ken, this is a scratch build for a Prusa Bear. So I did not purchase any of this. This is not a Mark III that I'm converting. This is me going out and buying all the parts individually and building it myself for way cheaper. Like it's almost half the cost. You know, you can build one of these for about 400, maybe a little less than that. Actually, no, this one's about 400. I've gotten Megatron down to, I think, 350. And this, maybe this is like 450 then. Yeah, it's like 450. So you save about $300 by building it yourself, which is substantial, to be frank. Very substantial. I need to find my, where is my Bear Build? Let's see. All right, we need to go to assembly instructions and need to find the Y-axis real quick. Next step. Power supply, next step. Oh, I think it was before this. It was before this. Let's go back to 10. Nope, previous step. Ah, here we go. This is what we need right here. So we're going to go to the DSR past that. You guys can watch the build and you can see right there is the instructions I'm using. This is right off of the Bear GitHub. Gregory, I don't know what he goes by, but Greg's GitHub. The other thing I was waiting for was these spacers, but I'm going to go ahead and use these ones. I found my bag of spacers. I've been looking for these everywhere, and I finally went through and was cleaning my office these past 2 days, and I found them. I was like, yes! Because I have several other builds that are using similar beds, and I need those spacers for those builds. So very excited to find those, but I will go ahead and use, this is a FiSec set of the screws. I don't actually need the screws because I have them. I just need the spacers. Spacers are actually really expensive. I don't know if you've ever tried to buy spacers on like Big Master Car or anything like that. They're like really expensive, which is insane to think that aluminum spacers are that expensive. I did have some nylon ones here that I could have used instead, but now that I have a actual set, life is good. Is good. All right, so we are gonna need that later. Need you later. 3D printed parts over there. Got our nice bed here. This bed is actually from Prusa, so I did buy his Y carriage because he ships the fastest, and he was actually the cheapest because I didn't want to get something. I wanted an actual aluminum one. The ones I saw on AliExpress were like ACM. I didn't want an ACM bed. I wanted a legitimate aluminum bed for this, and it also matches my carbon fiber. Got that shiny look to it. Love it. Spacers! Derek, what's up? Yeah, Ivan's my role model when it comes to modeling something in like 2 days. 100%, Ivan is my role model. I love you, Aaron, but that dude can spit out a printer in like that, and it's insane to see it happen. Okay, so we need to do a wee bit of measuring here, ain't we? So, does it talk about the previous step here? It does. There we go. There's the measurements. So we're going to need out the, what are we using this? We're using M5x12s. I didn't get out any of the hardware yet, so let me do that real quick. Oh, so here's the M5s. Start with those, and we're starting out with 12 mils. And T-nut. Where my T-nuts at? Right there. M5 T-nuts. So again, if anybody's just joining in, I am talking third person for some reason. So tonight, I'm going to get, everything else here is built. X, Y is good, LCD is good, power supply is good. It does boot up properly, and I have the firmware currently already flashed on here. So all that is good news. All I need to do today is install the Y, the whole Y axis, obviously the motor, belt, bed, all that jazz. Tidy up all these cables in the back. There's a specific way to do it here on the Bear. And then I'm hoping we can do the calibration tonight. If I can print tonight, fantastic. If not, it is not the end of the world. If anybody's wondering, again, this is a 1-for-1 DIY Prusa Bear using Prusa-like or Prusa parts for this build. So it's using an NZ board. I know some people had commented that why am I using old technology? Because I want Prusa's firmware. Prusa's firmware is superior to pretty much anything out there. And the support that they have baked into their boards and into their firmware for first level and just the way they do their compensation, power, all that stuff. There are just so many features that I really, really like on my Mark III. And I wanted to have those features in the Bear build as well, which is why I chose to go with an NZ board. I do plan on doing again, Megatron basically is a Bear using 2020 and a few custom parts. If you're unfamiliar with Megatron, I did a stream with that, several streams of me building that, and that was a patron collab with some of the guys in the Discord on creating that, both be it funding and be it design. Which crash I'm going to use the position linear rod? I'm going to use a pair of calipers. Because it's actually really easy. All you have to do is once you measure out one of these, the rest all fall into place. You only need to know where one goes. Let me make this a little bit brighter. There we go. So all you need to do is really get measured and do one of these. Once you throw your bed on there, the other three kind of fall into place. as long as they're straight. So you can measure out this one, measure out this one, lock these into the same place. And then these ones, you don't even need to measure them, because as long as it's smooth back and forth, you're golden. So it really doesn't take that much to get these beds to be straight. I didn't even measure Megatron, I don't think. I think I measured one corner and went from there. Now these Iko bearings, I'm really curious about, because these are Triangle Labs Iko bearings, but they don't say Triangle Labs on them. But that's where we ordered them from. But these are supposed to be some of the cream of the crop bearings that you can buy, and they were very affordable on AliExpress from Triangle Labs. They were, I believe, $3.50 a piece. So I was very happy to pay that to try them out and see how they are. I got enough for 2 beds. I got 6 in total, so I could do 2 beds. I'm very impressed with the bearings I got from Ziltech. Actually, and several people on the Discord have also ordered them recently and have found them to be far superior than anything cheaper or even dryland bearings. So they have really cool ones. Let's see, what else we do? Oh, Aaron, firmware went really well. Had no real issues. The only thing I couldn't figure out is that why I couldn't load it at first. It was because you have to have the bed connected to the NZ board for anything to work. The NZ board will not work if it doesn't detect any of the stuff. Or no, you can load it. Sorry, what was it? You can't move anything when the bed is not connected and functional. So if it doesn't detect the bed, you ain't doing jack. So, Llama, what's up, dude? I hope you're feeling better. Viking, how you doing? Chris Travis, what's up? Painting and Printing, Dr. Jekyll. All kinds of people here. Good to see you guys come back. Loving it. I do need to get out one of these for the motor. I thought I had another black one. So I did find, you guys, I don't know if you can see that, but this is very dark. Kind of blacked out this entire build. I think it's really, really cool looking. But off of my, yeah, I do have one. So off of one of my other builds, I don't know what it came off of, but I have these black 20-tooth pulleys. I was like, yes, it's exactly what I want to use. And they look awesome, especially with the all black motors. And then having that on there, it just looks, I think, utterly fantastic. I am super excited to use those. I am going to need some M3s out here soon, I think. But for right now, those are 82. So if we have the printer facing the way that they have it, which is this way, and this is 82 millimeters in from in front of the Bear logo. So maybe I'll take the Bear logo off. This Bear logo is just the end cap for the 2040. I mean, the only purpose is for it to hide the end of your extrusion, which prompted a funny conversation in Discord, because you know, everyone's getting all jazzed about getting the colored extrusion for doing a bear build, and then like the companies are like, oh yeah, we do our cut and then we do our anodizing. You don't see the ends anyway. All the ends are covered by the Bear logo. Now you can choose not to put these on, but these also prevent you from getting absolutely scraped by the end cuts of this extrusion, because it's sharp. And I cut this one myself. So yeah, it's like stupid sharp if you're not careful. And I did file them down a little bit, but yeah, it'll cut you good. I had to scrape down my arm the other day from knocking into one of my printers. That hurt quite a bit. All right, so we're gonna get out our calipers. Vince, hey dude, what's up? We're gonna set these to 82 millimeters. As close to it as I can get. $82.01. I can dig that. We're gonna lock that in place. Oh, black rods would be sick. I also did see Zarbio has the black integrated lead screw Z motors. that looks sweet. But they're like $100 for the two of them. I'm sorry, I cannot spend that much money. I'm cheap. If any of you have not noticed anything about me, I am very cheap when it comes to things. And that price is just silly. That's going to go right there. It's here. That locking in. Just twist it. It didn't twist all the way. Why aren't those locking in? I think my V-slot groove is not deep enough for some of these parts. That's okay. I can persuade these. Yeah, I think the V-slot on my extrusion is not as tight as what Mr. Georgie says you should use. There. Also, it could be, I guess maybe it's the polycarbonate parts, but get out the big screwdriver and that just about does it right there. Perfect. Yeah, that would definitely be pricey, man. Absolutely pricey. Hey, Zolan, what's up, dude? So we can put this end cap back on. Use this one here. I know my bear builds are not as interesting as Chris Warkaki, but you know, hey, I do what I can. He also uses like stupid expensive parts. I'm using bottom of the barrel. It makes me chuckle. All right, let's this one off here. So again, all I'm doing is I'm just lining up this one side, and then I'll be golden. Can always shimmy these a little bit. Okay, and those are in there. Very nasty. These rods are actually a smidgen long. That's interesting. At least that one is. These rods are like a millimeter or two too long. Huh. I will have to figure out how to fudge that. Is it the same on these other prints? I ordered these in already cut to size. And I'm wondering if they didn't cut them right. Or if I didn't cut my extrusion right. Oh, same on that one too. All right, well, I will figure out how to fudge that to get these rods to fit. So that might be a little bit of Dremel time. Maybe just nick this out a little bit. Oh, excuse me, give myself a little bit more space in there. I mean, it's close. I mean, it's mill and a half, I'd say. Mill and a half, maybe. The frame wasn't so doggone stiff you could bend it, but that's a no. All right. I'll have to do that. Oh, maybe tighten now I'm doing it in place. Yeah, that might work out. Let's see here. So maybe loosen this up a smidgen. I don't think that's going to work either. Got me breaking the part. Oh, or bending the rod. Yeah, I'm just going to nick away at those a little bit here in a minute. But I can do it once they're in place. Yeah, but if it's tight now, it's definitely gonna be tight even if I loosen both sides. This is not a time for the grinder, pre-tech. Let's see here. Too much out. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see it pushing back on it though. Yeah, I gotta take a little material out of them. It's fine. A little material ain't gonna hurt nothing. But I'll do that. Guess I'll do that now. All right, all right. Get out the Dremel. I'm still waiting for actual Dremel to open up for repairs. I still got to use my old Craftsman Dremel because my new one is basically just kind of died. Plasma cutter. Like, how over the top crazy can I go to make something fit, especially a piece of plastic? I mean, it's carbon fiber, but still, I do have a little. Come on, I have a little diamond head bit here, I think, still, right? I saw it here the other day when I was cleaning. I think I left it there. Yep, there it is. Just a little square head deal, or cylinder head, I guess. I'm going to close the door real quick so we don't wake up any kids. Okay. And we need some power. Ouch. All right, and I'm going to meet you guys for just a minute while I do this. Let's see, where's the mute? So after looking at them, it actually looks like it was just a little bit of sagging in here because these parts print like this, okay? And this is a complete bridge. There's no support in there. And I think it was just a bit of the filament in there sagging that was causing the tight tolerance in there. I mean, other than that, they looked okay, but I could definitely tell once I hit it with that bit, that little bit of filament came off. And it looks much better now. So I didn't really actually dig into the print at all, to be honest. Do a quick sample fit here. Mine still spins, Aaron, but it overheats like crazy. I think that was it. I think that's it. Let's lock these in again, and we'll see if they match up okay still. And if they do, then we can do that. Otherwise, I will just nick it a little bit here once it's mounted. Because I really don't want to move these things again. Ooh. And that one, okay, let's see now. Like a glove. Like a glove indeed. Just get a little bit of extra from the heat, I think. A little piece there. That one looks pretty good. It's good there. And that one's good there. All right. So now we have that. Then they are, let's see here. From the inside to the inside, 134. Can I go that big on this thing? Okay. 0. Oh, I can. 134. I'll lock that in place. I don't really want to lock those in yet because I like being able to move them myself later. That's right there. Is 134. And how far is that outer edge? So it's supposed to, that also should be 82 out here. And that is 87. Yeah, we're just gonna wait to lock that one in, I think, because I'd rather do it with once the bearings are set. Jim, what's up? No new shirt. I've had this for a while. I just haven't worn it a long time, but I'm kind of like busting out of it here. It's a little small on me. All right, so let's put this back around to the back. And we're gonna do I'm gonna get the motor installed here now. Just get it a little tighter. The motor, not my shirt. Okay, and we're using M3 by what? M3 by 10s. So we pull those out here. What to do the CR10S5, a Core XY? Well, this used to be an AlphaWise U10, so you can do it too. I literally cut the frame down to make this machine. motor cable's going down. This needs to go like that. And 10 mils. So there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this frame is 100% recycled. That giant Alphawise printer kind of sucked. I tried all I could to get it working well. Tried, you know, putting on a better extruder onto it, and that thing, I just never could get it working. I think Tim got his working, and he actually was trying to help me with the Titan extruder and the, I didn't put the bolt in there yet. Oh shoot, that was stupid. Hang on. What size is this? It's an M5 by 10 maybe? Does it say? It's M5 by 12. You want me to install that first? That seems so weird to do, but whatever. There's something in here? All right, well, it's calling to actually attach this first. I don't really agree with that, but whatevskis. So we got 12 mil here. 12 mil on the side. Put a T-slot there. Where am I going the wrong way, Shane? Came out the motor out the back of the printer. That would be silly. Also not really working for how these parts are designed at all. So we're just going to do the top screw first, and then we'll come and do the other one. Come on, grab it. Do it now. Here, grabbed it. Okay. Now I can measure. I know, it definitely, it's just the grooves in it. That's, I mean, I know their function, but the fact that every single part has this bloody alignment groove just honestly makes it harder to install, especially when they have these, like, when it like clamps onto something from like two sides. You can't like wrench it on or anything like that. I mean, they can't design everything as good as I can, you know. What can I say? Crikey. 54 from this side. And that's the side that's locked in. New subscriber. Hello, hello. So let's reset this now. Say 54. 53. 54. Again, this is another thing that can easily be adjusted at a later date. Dang, I was close on that one. Locked in there, right? Looks like it. Okay. So now I'm going to have to tilt you back this way. I'm not going to be able to show this to you guys, but trust me, it's a pain in the butt. And then I need to push that to right there. Put the bolt in. Get the screwdriver. Cranked in there. Happy day. Okay, now can I mount the motor? Now I can mount the motor. Okay. Motor cable is going down. Like a that. And this is going to be a pain. Because I already put on the power supply. That's why this is going to be a pain. Come on, what are you doing? Oh, that's in the way. I got a, I'd already pre-positioned the twist-in tie downs for the cabling. That was blocking my way on the motor. One screw started. Almost second screw. Okay. Third screw started. Yeah, I can't do that with this. Let's see if I can do it with this guy. 2.5 mil, right? Top of these M3s. That one. That one. Thought to myself, oh yeah, I'll leave the y-axis for later. I can get that later. Going in. All right, let's get out the good old trusty. This one's too small, isn't it? Yeah, it's too small. Get out the old Allen wrenches. These are small and nimble. What's up? Aaron, I will say though, dude, that these 2040 corner brackets look amazing. And then just the 2020s up here in the corner, tucked in there, man, they look awesome in carbon fiber. So actually, Aaron, if you don't mind, can you link your corner brackets that you made for this? Because I think other people would be interested in them. They just look so good on this. So instead of using the little metal ones, Aaron designed these right here. And man, they look fantastic. So if you guys are building a bear and you want to have a good sturdy 2040, but I think it's what, 35, I think, Aaron, or 30. So 20 mil tall, 40 mil wide, I believe 30 mil deep or 35 millimeter deep. Super awesome looking corner brackets you can use. He also has 2020s as well, which I don't think you published on Thingiverse, Aaron. But yeah, there's some 2020 corner brackets as well, all 3D printed, But if you want something that looks good rather than metal, definitely go for those. They look like quite the treat on here. This end cap back on. And they also really up the rigidity of the frame. I mean, the frame's already an absolute bear, which is why it's called the Bear. But not to use the same words for it, it is quite beefy. All right, so that was on there. That's the wrong way. You go like, or you can sit like this, or you can sit like that, like that. And it's supposed to be 59 to the other one. Let's see here. What do we want to do next? Still going to wait to do these. Still need to publish the 2020s. Okay. So we're going to flip here to the front now, and we're going to go ahead and get the front idler. Right there it is on there. Kid, my only guess is because they're loose. I want to put the idler together before I install it, which he does not talk about. Y idler nut should be on the same side as the single Y bearing, which should be upright, right? That should be going up like a dat. And that takes a wonder why it doesn't say what to use in the Y idler. I am not, Aaron. I'm using the stock one. Yeah, I'm thoroughly confused because it doesn't say what size to use in there. That's an M3 that goes there. There's the bearing. Let's just see what size we need here. So these are 18s. Tight to get through there. Let's see here. 18 kind of works, but let's go with a 20 just to give myself a little bit of extra clearance in there. 20 mil. And then I need an M3 nylock, which is up here. I don't like assembling things on the printer. I'd rather do it like when I'm holding the piece in my hand. Maybe I'm just weird, but I kind of feel that is the superior way to put something together. There's the Y idler. So these are like 10s, I believe, and 5x10s for this. Step. Y idler M 5x10s. So 1, 2. I already dropped at least one T-nut on the floor. Should be easy to find. Everything's clean right now. It's in the top one, right? Yeah, the space on that is 120 from the outer side. Um, 20. Out here. Whoops. The rate's about there. You stay still. Righty tighty you in. Double check the other side. Off by a smidge. Right there. Let's see here. Tight there. Tight there. That is spot on now. Love it. So far, so good. Okay. Well, all right, we need to put the bearings on the bed. So let's get out the wait, did I not print those? No. Oh, crikey. I didn't print the bearing blocks. You got to be absolutely kidding me. Super let down. Man, you're kidding me. I did not print those? Well, could knock it out real quick. Dude, I can't believe I didn't print the bearing holders. I thought I did that. Oh, that sucks. Shouldn't take that long to print. We need to find the 2.1 STLs. All right, let's download these. Let's just do this stupid thing. Let's see, Y bearing. MK3, MK3S, right? Download. And we get Simplify 3D. Oh no, we're doing a Megatron. So I need push slicer. Megatron. Speed. Where'd that go? This to push slicer. 2, 3. Two 2.1 tension. I gotta find that, Brandon. I don't know where it's at, dude. Oh, excuse me. Let's go to Georgie's here. I see the 0.7, but I don't see newer upgrade. And this is a 2.0. Is it only on the GitHub? Because he just has the regular tensioner on here. Y idler is just the Y idler. If you got a link, Brandon, let me know. How long are these going to take to print? I really did not want to have to print stuff tonight. Come on. Oh, dev, there we go. Whoop, 404. That doesn't work. Prusa Bear upgrade, dev. Okay, printed parts. MK3 STLs. Y bearing holder. Y belt holder. That's the other thing. I don't think I printed the Y belt holder either because I'm an absolute moron. I thought this was part of it though. Yeah, I thought this was his belt holder. It's something different than what the traditional one uses. Did I do the bed yet? No, I need that. And put the lid for the bed up there. We can do some other stuff. We can do some other stuff while we wait for these things to print. It won't take that long. Bearing Y belt holder. Well, that's definitely different. Definitely don't have that one. Let me download that. Not it. This is newest version, so I guess I should download that. Let's see. Common to all versions. Ah, I get you now. Y idler tensioner. Good. And Y idler mount. Download. So let's go back here to Prusa. How long is the thing with this? An hour. Oh, crike. Man, I'm so angry at myself for not having that right. Arrange those. So I need 2 of those. That prints like that. Holy crike. Yeah, this is going to take a hot minute to print. Oh, so angry. I also don't know if I have enough filament to print all that at once. I did get some more carbon fiber in, but I'd rather not use a different brand if I don't need to. Yeah, I think we're going to have to print this out in parts. Man, bugger. Sorry, guys. I really thought I had everything ready for this. I thought the only thing I was missing was the stupid rods and the wide carriage. I did not even know that I did not print some parts. It's so disappointing. And I don't even have any U-bolts to use because I could just use the U-bolts instead for now and continue on. But yeah, that's not really an option, is it? Yeah, Aaron, I could do that. Yeah, because that's 4 hours. Holy crap. So if we just, let's hide you. Let's hide you. Let's hide you. Arrange these. Slice now. Thanks, Jesse. Eduardo, no, I can't use zip ties just because you can't put the bed on the carriage without securing it first. Because you have to have a pair of pliers and to hold the nut. So you have the nut, the carriage, the bearing block going on the bottom. You have to be able to hold that. If you put the bed on, especially with the magnets, it's not going to be really easy to do. That's an hour and 18 minutes. Pretty quick print. All right, let me get Megatron online here. It has sound effects when it turns on. You ready? Listen, ready? Oh, I'm such an old man dad, ain't I? Temperature, preheat, PTG, because there's PTG in there right now. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I need the SD card. All right. Here, I guess we'll do it on the Mark III. I guess I can do some prints on there, although this thing was giving me a little bit of issues recently. Just did maintenance on it. It should be loving me right now, but it's not. So we need to get some love out of the Mark III here. We need to unload the ender. Preheat, PLA. This guy, I don't think I'm going to be able to use the Mark III. No, I'm going to use the Mark 3S clone because the Mark III's got filament boogers on it. Need to clean that off. Do I have a metal nozzle in this one? Nope, but I'll just replace it when I'm done. It's fine. Yeah, so I picked up some Sunlu carbon fiber PLA to try out. And PLA for these parts is fine. I have carbon fiber PETG coming for another printer I'm going to do. And I heard such good things from like Chris Rakocki and others for the atomic PETG is supposed to be fantastic. Their atomic filaments carbon fiber PETG is what I ordered, and the Sunloose stuff is new to me, but I want to give it a shot and see how it turns out. It literally just came in the mail today, so I guess it's fortuitous. Reheating to load. Here we need to unload filament. Press knob to load you. Okay, you're loading. Then, all right, we'll go here. We'll delete these three things. Re-enable these three. Change to the MK3S. We're doing PLA be fine. 0.2 speed. Center to range. Slice these. Is that the right color coming out? Yes, it is. How long these ones gonna take? These are probably gonna take a little while. A hot minute. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to finish this tonight, guys. So upsetting. This is 3 hours to get this printed. I have good internet tonight too. Saturday was pretty brutal. Saturday wasn't working out so well. Called? What do you call it? Wire mount? Yeah. Okay, that one's good there. You unloaded. Finally got my Ziltech PETG in, so I can reprint some parts for some of the other printers. That's the other thing, is the original Mark 3S needs a new extruder mount, because printing polycarbonate on it kind of warped the part a little bit. First layer dialed in. Okay, and then over to here, I need to load filament onto you, which ain't gonna fit on that spool. So where's my other one? The only problem with some of these older spools of filament I have is that they have the tiny fat spool designs, and I just absolutely hate that. Old roll Fortech ABS I'm using on another printer right now too, and that's just annoying. Let's see here. This down. Run you way up here. Okay, the PG out of the way, print. Y bearing holders. All right. Well, those are at least going. We'll do a couple more things here tonight, but I'm not going to be able to finish. So that's a bummer. That's okay, because honestly, I didn't get anything for the MGN Cube today. So I can't do anything on that until next week. I mean, I got a few bits. I'm getting a few bits and pieces here for it, but nothing substantial. And when I do the side panels, I'm not going to do that live, because that's going to be way too nerve-wracking to try and measure all that stuff perfectly and cut it live. No bueno. So that would just be me doing something. I'm not even going to live stream that, or I'm not even going to record that. Way too frustrating. All right, so pending none of these things lift either, that should work. What can we do in the meantime here when we wait for my mistakes to print? We've got that. We've got the motor mounted here. Those don't look even at all, but maybe they are. How do these bearings feel? That's the question. Feel good. Ever so slight wobble in there? Maybe not. It's just where my hand feels. It's not too bad. So that's going to go there. That's going to go there eventually. Let me double check my first layer on here. Blob there to take care of. Yep, that's going down okay. This is looking okay too. Again, that's a brass nozzle on there, so I'm gonna have to just replace that. Hey Keith, you're here to watch me fail. I forgot to print some parts. And now I am waiting for that stuff to happen. But the other thing is that didn't come in, which I was surprised, is the large. I have the stuff for the bed, the textile sleeving, but I didn't get the stuff for the extruder. That has not come in yet. And I will say, if anybody knows the actual size of this stuff, I would love to know the actual size of it. I want to say this is probably 1/4 inch and that one's 1/2 inch. Excuse me. That's a pure guess. But I'm going to go ahead and throw the cover on here. It's going to fit all right. Yeah, that fits okay. Gonna do without crimping the thermistor in there. These M3s zipping back up. I need the M3 nuts. Shoot. Whoop, don't knock that over. You okay? No. Come on, thermistor. There we go. Just in the right place. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just get the sleeving here on the bed done, because we can get a few more parts done. Just screwed up the pooch on the other part. And this is also one giant length. I didn't get this cut to size. So I want to say it was like 300 for this, per the instructions. Oh, that's already on there. Oh, let's go heated bed and Bed Psu Assembly. Textile sleeving, it is 300 millimeters. Yep. I don't know if I have a lighter here. I can open my door now, so I'm not dremeling. Get a little more airflow in here. Hello, kitty. Waiting at the door for me. I need to use this. Let's go to 300. No, it doesn't. This does, though. And we need some scissors. Just down to size. I don't really need it for this stuff. I mean, it is kind of like computer modding sleeving, where you burn the edges of this stuff. Hang on a second. Lighter, lighter, lighter. Where's the lighter? Do you have a lighter up here? Is it downstairs? Okay. Et voila. We got the lighter. The other side that I cut. Like that. I guess also in this newer version, they're not using any nylon in the... They're no longer using nylon for the bed wires. Which I think I am on Megatron. I think I put a piece of nylon in there for him. And my ordered Prusas have that as well, I think. Keith, what's new? You're quiet, dude. You get that LCD and board working yet? Properly and not jankily? Total jank on that other one. Now, everybody here, Keith is the one that made me this awesome graphic for Prusa Slicer. Let me pull this up here. So for Megatron, he made this for me here. So we got that nice there. And he also made Master Crane bed image here for me. That's out of the way. But yeah, so now I can tell what printer I'm printing with. So big thanks out to him. I love it. Makes life so much easier when I'm slicing things in Prusa Slicer. Aaron, he actually took your SVG and made that, the one that you made for Megatron, and was able to make that bed image. But yeah, it makes using Prusa Slicer so much, you know, just, I mean, I'm not using it for all my printers, but I use it for a lot of the newer ones. I'm trying to use it more often than Simplify 3D, just because Simplify 3D is probably not going to be around that much longer. I wanted to try Idea Maker, but not going to lie, man, I'm a little intimidated by it. The amount of settings that you have in there to change. And I know that Maker Noob has done videos. He just did another one just yesterday, I think I watched it, or day before. Maker Noob video on it. And then I know Chris Rapaki has done videos on it. Joel might have done a video or two on it. I fear change. You know, it's just the retuning my printers does not feel like a fun thing to do. It's very intimidating. Yeah, I don't know if you can do custom bed images in Idea Maker. I mean, I think you would. I mean, again, everybody and their mother right now is like, Idea Maker is the greatest thing in the world. So I would have to think that you can do something as basic as set your bed image in Idea Maker. Because literally, like, every big influencer right now is like, yeah, hop on Idea Maker because it's so much better. I just got myself going on Prusa Slicer. Any other project? No worries, man. I'm just going to give you a hard time every time I see you. I do the same thing to Aaron because I know he was working on a printer for like ever and he kind of just mothballed it. So I figure if I nagged him long enough, he would get it working. And guess what? He has it working now. I'd like to think that's a little in part by my nagging, but you know, hey, I am married. Got to learn nagging from somewhere. 10 mils. Got the cap. 2 more. I also did get some really awesome black M3 nuts, which I'm kind of stoked about using and probably shouldn't be, but again, I just like the almost totally blacked out printer. I do only have M3s, I only have in silver though. But if I could have done all black hardware, I would have. I need to talk to Ziltech to stock in black hardware because they have silver and they probably have the best price you can find, especially after using the coupon code. So I bought tons of theirs. They didn't have black, so I had to order that from China, sadly. I put that on backwards. Why did I do that backwards? It was like this. I'm some kind of weirdo. I don't know why I did that. It's like, this doesn't look right. Because it's not right, Shane. It's not right. Like the Grinch hollering back and forth to himself, I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. Or the extrusion. Are you going to cut it yourself, Aaron? Or are you going to have Ziltech cut it for you? So we got the bed prepped to go. Guess I could switch cameras because I never remember to do that. Gonna cut it? Yeah. It's so much cheaper, man. Cheap, just like me. We are a match made in heaven. Yes, that's our bed's gonna be like that. Again, I really wish I could go ahead and attach the carriage, but I just can't do it without the wide belt holder didn't print, and the bearing block holders. Here's something weird. What are you doing over here? Well, printing kind of funny. I think my temperature's too low. Why is it only 200 on these? Come here. Yeah, those are totally under extruding. Also, more if it's the filament. The filament's been sitting out for a hot minute. Try that again. If that doesn't work, not like I'm doing this tonight anyways, I'll reprint it with that other filament. This stuff might be too wet because it's been sitting out for a while. Man, it is hot in here. I'm roasting. What is the temperature in here? My little thermometer was here. I don't know what I did with it. Oof. This is looking all right. Where's my wee thermometer at? Not because I can. I'm gonna blame the kids. I'm gonna say the kids stole it. The privilege of being a dad. You can blame your kids. No idea where that went. Oh, here's that sensor I was looking for the other day. And cable. So these can go there for now. Yeah, this is the sensor I was looking for. And the cable for you. Either way, it's toasty in here. Getting warm. All right, that away now. I did also get the stuff for my Raspberry Pi 4 finally. Power brick for it. Which is a USB Type-C. 3.5 amp. That's a juicy power supply. And I got the micro HDMI to regular HDMI. ABL's working. That's awesome, dude. I mean, thankfully you're not using a filament runout sensor, so that really doesn't matter to you. But I do have a filament runout sensor that I might throw on mine. But also, if that and ABL don't work, then that's going to be a tricky one. Let's up this temperature here. For some reason, that filament is under extruding like crazy. I don't know why. Bearings, I've got that. Don't need this sleeve anymore. Save this for the other builds. It's just looking so good. I just want it to work now. Can't win them all, right, guys? Can't win them all. Maybe I should take some time to do maintenance on the Mark III again. Oh, I need to preheat you. Let's see. Control, temperature, nozzle. We got PETG, so we'll go to 230. That's working again. Do. Why are these parts so beefy? Georgie, why are you gonna make everything so beefy? Actually, I guess what I can do, since I'm just kind of hanging out, let's go ahead and do the cable management. I know that's super fun and exciting for YouTube, but you know what? You get what you get. I'll make lemonade out of this lemon of a night. And we're going to do the cable management because it is a little bit, it's not tricky, but there is a certain way that you should cable manage the everything down here in the bottom back. So let me get myself situated for that. So it's there. We get switched up here. That way. Come on, this way. Down a little bit. There, you guys can see all that juicy cable mess down there. And I'm going to bring up the cable management part of the Bear Build. I guess if you guys want to see it, we can do that. Assembly instructions. It's like the last step, isn't it? It's like one from it. Previous step. Previous step. Here it is. So it just shows you pictures of how everything should kind of be in there. I've already done this Z motor here. Still see that all right? Yeah. It's just kind of wonky. This Z motor is already done here. I just need to toss it into this clip. And then also in that clip, that's the only thing that goes in that clip. Does anything go in that clip? No, it doesn't go there. So this needs to move down here. This comes straight across like a here. But I need to open up the electronics box. Move some of these wires around a little bit here. Move this up and over all of that. And plug back in. There we go. So this and all of these come together. And we'll get zip tied here. That. These will continue across. Here. A little bit long, but that's okay. We'll fix that in a minute. It also has the Y motor kind of like loops in there. So here's my Y motor cable. Is that going down there? I know it's going to be exactly the same, but I want it to look nice. different. We'll figure it out. This will come down here. Oh, I'm going to put them in with those. Kind of go like that. Go in here to take out some of the slack. We're going to come up under all of this stuff here. And we're going to land in the... We'll land up there. I'm not ready to land that yet. Yeah, I want to do it kind of like this, I think. Go into here. Come on, will you go in there? Screwdriver. Come on. Come on. It's just too close to that motor. Ah. Right here. This should be enough here. Yeah, it's pretty good right there, I think. I go like that, get everything down there nice and tidy, and then where are we going from there? Then he goes up and in. Oh, just because you got Emax. 800 megahertz to 1.2 gigahertz. Those are old school machines, dude. Old school machines. Zip tie through this one here. That goes up there out of the way. This is going to come down and just get zip tied onto here. Right here. That around. Not tight, but just enough to secure it in place. And then as we come down here is where cables are going to go up. All of these are going to get in here. You need to stay up there out of the way. Stay up there out of the way. You stay in the box. Stay in the box. Back in your box. Stay up there. All of this comes together right here. This zip tie. It's about the long and short of that part. One more down here. And none of these are cranked on. They're just securing everything in place so they don't move, but I think that's pretty good for cable management. Now we can take a look in here, and I'll do my best to be able to show you guys this portion. Let's go here, angle up a little bit. Stop zooming out. That's the most zoom we get on this. And so, got the Y motor here. Here, come on. Come on, okay. And you need to go all the way up there? Are you kidding me? Don't tell me that. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I need to go to the next part. Electronics. Bigger clock. That it is, I think. I need to verify the wiring here real quick. Yeah, Y goes up there. You know what? My Y cable is just a hair short the way I did this, so I need to change that up a little bit here. Need to pull you down so I can get a little more length into the enclosure. Need a little more than that. More there. Here. There. Now we got plenty of room up there now. And I can sink that in right there. Oh, okay. I'll change it again so you guys can see what I'm doing now, because again, that was obviously less than helpful. Something does it's a bit tighter. So yeah, so up in here, we've got a couple long cables to manage. Red on top there. And this guy. This is the extruder motor. Come on. Like the electronics enclosure for Prusa is very nice and compact. But I'll be damned if the thing is not a pain to put things in. I know I'm blocking you guys. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, but man, that is such a pain. So we got to got a heated cable here. We got thermistor cables here. Need to did that break you? Oh no, it just came out a little bit. Okay. Got real scared there for a second. I thought I broke something. And put a gentle zip tie on here. Hold all this up into here. That. Thank you. Lots of need cables. We'll kind of tuck these into the side. Still need to have space to have the heated bed still needs to come in there. I just need to get all this together so I can throw again, a nice easy zip tie down here. Try and just, ouch. My beard got caught in the power supply. Ouch. Oh man. That was slightly painful. That fell out. All right, and that's the bulk of the cable management for this is pretty much done now, I guess. Fit that way, gotta go this way. That's nice and tidy out of the way. I might actually, you know what? I'm gonna redo this one. I'm gonna attach it to this guy here. That will raise it up a little bit. I don't want the cables dragging on the tabletop because you'll hear that. You hear the vibration from that, but now they're all up and out of the way, which is more better. Much more better. If I didn't miss anything. I did put one more cable wrap on there. On this LCD cable here to keep this straight. Why not? I got lots of zip ties right now. I say that until like watch like a month. I'm like, why'd I use all these zip ties? Because now I don't have any zip ties. Rah, 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 I'm an idiot. Something like that, you know. Something along those lines. I wonder if I can get this to fit in here now. Go in first. Where's my needle nose? Like that. There we go. I think that's pretty good. I think that looks good too. I think that's too half bad looking now. Hey Darren, what's up, man? Yeah, I like the one, Aaron, that you found for the one we're using on Megatron. So that's an SKR version, basically. Cat, what are you doing, dude? You want to be on internet? You want to be internet famous? Are you my Evan and Caitlin supervisor? You come in and see how things are going. I swear to God, if you knock that roll of filming off. What do you think? Do you like it? Is it pretty good? Where are you going to jump to, bro? Where are you going to go? Down? All right. Not this filament's turn out like garbage. Dry and weird. Really under extruding for some reason. Just printed on Megatron yesterday too, so must be the filament. That's okay. Again, I'm not going to have time to get all this done tonight anyways, so Q's Mod Shop, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty slick looking. So let me ask this, and we're going to kind of just be cat bone chain. I actually thought about printing him the cat armor, because now that I have a cat, why not? Kids thought that'd be pretty funny. Maybe one day I'll end up doing that. He's going to freak the heck out, though, when I do it, but for science, I guess I can torture the cat a hair to show you guys how funny it is to print cat armor. Although I'll probably end up getting like demonetized for like animal cruelty or something goofy like that. Right. Shut off the ender now. I know, you shut off due to heat timers, blah, blah, blah. Still need to clean off the Prusa. Oh, man. Yeah, it would be nice to finish up today, but that's okay. My mistake. We'll finish it on Friday. Definitely finish this on Friday. And I'll double check, make sure I have all the right parts printed. It's not cruel if it's a cat. No one likes cats anyways. He's a pain in the butt. Well, that's not how I wanted to finish the evening off there, but you do what you can, and it's so freaking hot in here today. I am dying with all these lights on. I mean, they're LEDs, they don't put that much heat, but man, they are just toasty today. Toasty, toasty. Oh, this goes in here. Yeah, so the BLV, I was really hoping that the heated bed was going to be here today. Oh, excuse me, geez. I was hoping for the heated bed so that I could drill out the tooling plate for the heated bed. But without that silicone heater, I can't do that yet. So sad face, too bad, so sad. I'm not going to be able to do that this week. Darren, so this is a traditional build. So this is using the NZ board, the NZ Rambo, what 1.1A, I think is what it is now. I wanted this to be full Prusa. What's the word I'm looking for? Full Prusa enabled, let's call it, with their firmware. I really like their firmware and all of the extras that go into it with the Pinda probe and everything. I wanted this to be that because I kind of want to see how does this perform as an upgrade from the Mark III. So I have a Mark III's, I have a DIY Mark III's printing right now. I'll have the Bear, and then I have Megatron, which is my DIY version of a Prusa / Bear build. And I kind of want to see how they all do. And I'm really, even though I screwed up and didn't print the parts, I'm really enjoying these more custom builds rather than just simple printer reviews. And I'm at the point where, again, having awesome Patreon backers is helping me kind of be able to buy all the things I need for these. Because these printers aren't cheap. You gotta figure, I'm dropping $400 on a printer. That's 4 months of Patreon and anywhere from 2 to 4 months of YouTube income to pay for one printer. So again, once you stack everything up, I don't count Amazon coming in because that's an Amazon gift card for Amazon. So if you guys purchase stuff with Amazon, purchase my links on Amazon, I get a gift card to buy stuff on Amazon, but everything else is pure money. So I can buy from anywhere. I can buy from AliExpress, I can buy from Banggood, GearBest, wherever I want to buy from, eBay, and or any other random website in order to buy the things I need to make these printers. So those really do help out, and because of that, again, I'm able to do a lot of these builds, which is really fun. I just ordered parts to do some more Megatron style builds. I need to reach out to Georgie about that though, now that I'm talking about it, because I want to see if he has a Bowden setup for the Bear. I know it's weird, but I want to have a test rig with a Bowden on the Bear because I like the way it's assembled, but just something very simple here with a nice part cooler and a V6. And I want to do a dual drive Y into a single hot end. I want to try that out. I want to try that filament mixing shindigs. I think it's cool looking, and I've always wanted to play with it. I wanted an A10M, but G-Tech would never send me one. They sent me an A10, but they never sent me an A10M, and I really wanted that for that because that has the split, that has that Y splitter for the mixing. M is for mixing. Then they have their A20M now, which is a bit bigger. I thought they had a 32, but either way, I wanted to try it out, and they said no. So But yes, Darren, you just said it. What prints better than the other? Or can you tell the difference between all of them? They all can use pretty much the same G-code except for the beginning, but I can slice the same model. All my settings are basically the same Prusa slicer for all of them. So I kind of want to figure out, okay, what's like a good color to use that will show the defects, which I think is going to end up being white or maybe like a red or a blue. Those will show, I think, the biggest defects in the print. And I want to do simple things like do a benchy on all 4 printers. You know, so between OG Mark 3S, DIY Mark 3S, DIY Bear, and custom build between a Prusa and a Bear, very similar. Except I'm using 2020, the Bear is using 2040 extrusion. So I think it would be interesting to see the differences. But I need to build all these printers first. You know, then I have other printers that might be interesting to compare. The FT5, a Hypercube, and the BLV MGN Cube. Now, granted, Hypercube and BLV are both Core XYs. The Forgertech is more of a, I don't know if you call that an H-bot, because the belts don't connect, but I don't know, it's this weird thing, and I think I really like my FT5, so plain white or gray. Yeah, gray, I didn't think about gray. Speaking of FT5, I got prints on there that I need to take out, because Aaron's got me printing ABS now, because he's a jerk, and suggesting crazy things like printing fan shrouds. And I have to say, it worked out really well. I have some like 3-year-old ABS that I'm using. And these little buggers though, these took forever. Well, these failed like 12 times. I had to put a, where's he at here? I got a big old skirt here for these two Z end stop mounts. So these are very, very simple end stop mounts for the FT5. Right now they're both printed in, I think, PETG, but PETG will wear down eventually, and I'm trying to do more high temp stuff in the FT5. So I went ahead and printed these out of ABS and hoping they would do better. I also printed out a ton of fan ducts. So this is for the Mark 3S. I have it for that one. I have it for here. And then I have a bunch for the Bear builds. So here's the Bear one. This one has a polycarbonate one on it. I highly doubt that's ever going to melt. But if it does, then I have ABS. Yes, you and your stupid logic. I know. It's such a pain to print. But now that I got the printer, now that I have it like dialed in with the ABS, now I'm like, oh, what else can I print in ABS? Like, what do I need to print for outside? Oh, what else do we got here? A BTT mix head. I don't know what that is. Does that come up anywhere? No. Oh, is this it? This is it here? This is interesting. So this is better than the Y, I wonder? Does it now? Now, this is the Big Tree Tech one. 26 bucks. The thing to figure out is, how do you mount it? At that thing. I'd probably have to go ahead and look. I'm sure someone in the groups have done it. But I'm guessing your retraction would be a lot less than using a Y splitter. Yeah, proprietary nozzle, 100%. Yeah, that big sucker nozzle in there. Look at that thing. Where's it at? Yeah, look at this nozzle here. Look how big that thing looks. You probably can't even change it either. I wonder if you can even remove that. In a U style. This mixes right in the hot end, so you don't have to worry about anything else. Well, I know Aaron's swapping it out, but I'm just saying not buying it from anybody else except BTT. That's what I'm getting at. Keith, did it work for him? I haven't seen anything from him in a little while. I also haven't been really looking, but did it work for him? Because if I could figure out how to mount this to like a bear carriage, that'd be cool. You know, lose the filament sensor, still have my ABL. So I'd still want ABL on there. Lose the filament sensor, or I could put some like cheapo ones up at the extruders. Figure out how to mount some extruders on the top, and then yeah, just get a part cooling fan and a heatsink fan on there, which looks like it just takes a regular 40 millimeter. Yeah, so let me see if they have the one that I have. So it's the Triangle Labs mixer, the Y. One word, right? Triangle Labs now. Triangle Lab. See. And they got everything these days on here. Oh, they got a water cool your parts with them. Look at that. Fancy schmancy. Let's see. Do they have anything for... Gradient printing looks cool. Y for mix. No, I'm not seeing anything on here. Thing here for them. I could dig it out. It's down in a bin. But anyways, they have their 2 in, 1 out deal. Which I don't know if they sell it anymore because I've had it for a long time. They sent me this box ran like this. I have their filament sensor. So that I still have. So I've used some of them and I still have a couple left. This is where I got the Iko bearings. So see, they're $370 a piece. I was the only one that sold them. Spider. What the hell is the Spider hot end? They got their own multi-extrusion one there. Heck, the hell? Oh, the Spider is their mosquito knockoff. Oh. That's interesting. They have the Microsif knockoff, the V6 knockoff, Super Volcano knockoff, Volcano knockoff, Hermera, or not Hermera, that's the, what's that called? The E3D mixing one. Do they also have a, yeah, the Spider Hunter, $68. So here's my thing. If I'm going to spend that much money on something, why not just buy the real deal? Now, granted, it is half the price. Brandon, is he here? I don't think he's here. So Brandon, I thought, got the Dragon hot end. I remember him talking about that. Chimera, that's it. Yeah. So I've never heard of the Facius dragon? Oh, you have the dragon clone. Here, Brandon, you are here. 31 bucks. Is it working? Here it is. Well, this is the dragon super. So you got a knockoff of a knockoff, dude? Like, does that double negative, like, work? I'm confused. Yeah, so they've got, right here is their mosquito knockoff. Standard flow, 24-volt kit, 75 bucks. Now, granted, a real mosquito is what? That's $144, something like that. So it is technically half the price. Why? We've got a direct drive deal for the Ender 3, 24-volt direct drive, 75 bucks. CR10S Pro. That's interesting. Weird. Interesting, though. It's going to be on the A8 Bear one day. Use the standard V6 block. Yeah, I see. Well, this triangular drabbing, that is not a V6 heat block. Well, I guess it is the same size as the V6 heat block, but it's mounted in there more ways than. It's got these 4 extra pins that mount into it. So it's $75. Hey Jim, yeah, parts are printing. I'm kind of just shooting the stuff now because I didn't do anything since I didn't print all the parts. So now I'm just kind of perusing AliExpress for what is crazy out there to buy. I mean, look at all the stuff. Look at all the extruder stuff they have now. Holy heck. Eventually it is standard V6 block stock fit. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, it would be cool. Like if I could get it somehow set up to be able to test things on another printer. I personally hate tearing down a printer to test something. Have I done it? Yes, but I'm fairly certain the things that I'm getting are going to work well. I guess also I don't really have the time that like some of these guys have to like fully devote in designing something and mounting it and doing like a butt ton of prints with that one printer. I don't have time for that. Like I want to know whatever I get, it's probably going to work and I can kind of just get off to the races with it. Like this stuff would be really cool to try out, but I just don't have the time for it. And I also definitely can't afford like a real mosquito. Like I'm sorry, 140 bucks for a hot end is a lot. Like it hurt just buying the original E3D stuff because like the Titan alone was like $70. A tool change head with a quick connector. Darren, you clearly did not hear how much time I don't have right now. I have less time now than I did before quarantine. Having 3 kids in school, well, basically, it's kind of the running joke now, is that I have 3 kindergartners because I have my 5-year-old who is in kindergarten, and then his 2 little sisters, ages 3 and 1, want to do whatever Big Brother's doing. And they are constantly with him during his Zoom calls for school. And then I have a 2nd grader and a 5th grader off in their room doing schoolwork as well. And I gotta say, I have way less time than I did before. Before I'd go to work, do I need to do, come home, be done. But being home so much, I don't get anything done. Stop reproducing. I don't reproduce anymore, Darren, so don't worry. Like I said, love my kids. It's all fine. It's just weird because I see so many people, especially single people, like, I have so much time on my hands. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go crazy during quarantine. I don't even know what that feels like. So Triangle Labs E3D compatible mosquito isn't bad. Running on your Prusa Mini. Oh, nice. I'm actually, you know what? Another kind of, I am so deep into these builds right now. It's people in the Discord are kind of yelling at me now because I'm getting a little few too many. But I'm kind of wondering, why don't I do it a DIY Prusa Mini? You can buy all the parts online. The only thing that's really unique that I have to get is the hot end. And I'm pretty sure FiSec probably makes it. You've done 2 of them? Yeah, I mean, $28 for the hot end here. Don't do it. Is it that bad? I said, I've been thinking about it. I'll use SKR Mini powered Prusa Mini. Oh, Keith, you're gonna need to tell me how that goes. So tell me this, Jim. Does the original Prusa one work well, or is it also just kind of like crap? Extra Crane is cool, but it doesn't really print as well as I was hoping. I mean, it prints well. It lacks a lot of polish. I made it pretty quick and dirty, pretty simple design. Where'd you hide it? Sitting in the box. What are you doing, Keith? So your SKR Prusa Mini, are you using V6 as well? V56, V6. Got a phone Prusa Mini hot end. Yes, I'm wondering. Kind of hoping to hop on Thingiverse and see a mount for it, but I'm not seeing anything. I wonder if it's on Prusa printers. Image in Discord. Let's take a look at this. Oh, very nice. Oh, using a. I just got that screen in, didn't I? I just got a Big Tree Tech screen in today. I got the what did I get? I got the TFT 35 E3 V3. I don't remember why I bought this. Don't tell my wife. I bought it for something. I don't remember why anymore. But yeah, so I've got that in here. I don't know. Oh, but Keith, I am going to try to use that Big Tree Tech, the 12, what's that, the 1286 4B. I'm going to use that on this Gen, MKS Gen V1 and see if it works, because I tried my touchscreen on the Hypercube, so I need to redo that. Yeah, I used the Prusa. Yeah, I was just looking on here for it. Let's search. So if I do Prusa Mini V6, oh, there it is. Interesting little print. Using a standard V6 hot end. I need it. Oh, I need an A. Probably won't work with an 8-bit board. So what's the, since you're on here, Keith, what's the best 32-bit MKS board I can get? Because I have 2 sets of 2209 MKS drivers that you're telling me not to use with BTTs. And now I got this other screen, so I want to put a new board. I think I want to put a new board in the Hypercube, even though the 8-bit's working. I want to try a 32-bit board in it. And I'm debating on upgrading the Logitech FT5 to 32-bit. I do have an SKR 1.4 coming that I might put in there. But again, I'm of the mind, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it prints really, really well right now. I mean, these ABS prints are, I mean, while not flawless, extremely, extremely good. And there's hardly any ghosting on the whole print. You can't see that. That's black. That's really hard to tell. But yeah, I mean, they came out really, really well. I just think 32-bit might be a little bit better in there. The S-Gen V2. Is the S-Gen V2 out now? S-Gen L V2. Oh, S-Gen L, yeah. Here it is. I mean, 18 bucks for a board, that's fine. I have all the drivers. You know, but to be able to do sensorless homing and stuff like that would be cool. Orange port recently added for it. Okay. But yeah, the other thing is cooling, because right now I have like on the Gen 1.4, I have 2100s on there. So you were saying a Nano 2.0. So the Nano, doesn't that use that proprietary? No, it doesn't anymore. So the Nano, what's the difference between a Nano and a other one? 2, 4, 5 drivers. 2, 4, 5 drivers. Mins, maxes. Oh, this one has Wi-Fi. This one does not have Wi-Fi. And I have an MKS Wi-Fi chip as well. This Nano kind of might be appealing. Doesn't use a single cable. It has the dual. That's fine. I have a dual cable one. Oh, the Nano V1. Yeah, so that's what's in the Two Trees Sapphire Pro is using the Nano V1, which has that flat ribbon cable, which I don't like. Prusa Mini might be fun to make, an SKR Prusa Mini. That might be fun. Fan 2. It's got one fan input there, which is fine. It doesn't really matter too much. It's Wi-Fi and a touchscreen, looks like. Yeah, I'll buy one of each. Because again, this is 18 bucks and I already have the drivers. That's a pretty easy sell right there. Because I put the S-Gen L V1 in the G-Tech A10, got that working. I'm getting rid of that printer. Yeah, you're gonna need to tell me how that goes, because that might be something fun to do at a later date. I don't know how our printer's gonna be able to build this year. Trying to reduce weight, we move next year, so I'm not too sure. The BLV is taking up quite a lot of weight. I did just get rid of 6 printers, so those 6 definitely don't equal how much that weighs, or they equal more than what that weighs, which is fine. But I just gotta need to decide, because I'm thinking about keeping the Ender 3 Pro and getting rid of the Ender 3 finally. I'm trying to get an Ender 3 V2 to try out. And now Ender 3 Pros are coming with 32-bit boards, as from what I'm hearing, so that's different. Just put the minis inside your FT5. I don't have any minis. I don't have any right now. The SKR Mini that I had, it died. Like, I was swapping around a motor wire and it fried on me. Yes, I didn't power it off, but I've never had a problem with it before. Whatever, I killed it. Or when I build them, nest them. A Mini would fit in the FT5. Definitely could hide that in there for shipping. That'd be interesting. Hey, I want you guys to put this inside the printer. Put this printer inside the printer, pack that, and then pack the big printer. I'm waiting for Jesse Foreman's package to get here because that has the that's got a new bed for me. And I did find actually here, I do have some 3M sticky. So I can stick this onto the silicone pad, stick this to that heated bed, and then we're off to the races because this is just the sticky part. Yes, this is just 3M adhesive here that will fit on there. And I have two of those, so I can put one in the middle and then cut strips for the edges to make sure everything gets on there real nice. But I don't use AC heated beds because I have no idea where I'm going to live in the world. And here I'm 110. My last place was 220. Was it 220 in China? Yeah, 220 was in China. But yeah, everywhere I live, it's somewhere. I never know what the power is going to be. And I actually did just get rid of the TiVo Tornado because that was a 110 heated bed in there. So that was not really helping me at all. A Voron has been on my list for a long time. Actually, Aaron is printing a V0 Voron, I think, right now. I really like it. I like the fact that the bed sits still and it prints up. I don't have any printer like that. I've got bed slingers. I've got again, a Core XY and the FT5 function the same way, with a moving extruder and the bed that lifts up and down. 1.8. There you are. Thanks, Aaron. I've had deltas, I have cantilevers, I've had a big mix of everything, but I like the way the Voron works with the non-moving bed. I like that. Oh, you're the one with the moving bed. Okay. I saw the switch wire. I think somebody posted that. Might have been you, Keith, or Aaron posted that in the Discord. That it did look interesting, but again, I think the Z is suspended. But I want to do the one without the moving bed. I think that's the way that I want to go. And I think that's going to be a next post project. So when I get there and get my stuff, I think I'll then do that. Because I still need to decide or figure out which and what printers I'm going to send ahead of me. So I usually mail printers so that I have them when I get to my next place. And I have not decided what I'm going to do. When I came here, I sent the Anycubic Mega Zero and the CR10S up here. I was able to break those down, put them mostly back in their original boxes, and ship them. And that worked out really well. And that's why I'm kind of inclined to keep the two of those, even though they are very dated machines. And, yeah, you can buy them, but not really. Ripping apart the Bear or the Prusa would not be easy. It's too much of a build. But taking apart those other machines, it's just the gantry pops off and you lay them both flat and it works. So I don't really know what I'm going to do unless I just disassemble an Ender 3 and send that maybe. I don't really know what I'm going to do. So I have to really think about what I'm going to take with me. I mean, everything will go with me, but I need to send things ahead of time. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of different Core XYs out there now. I also thought about making an Ultimaker clone for a long time. A long time, actually. I've been making an Ultimaker clone. But I really like this style. And again, that's why I asked Aaron to help me make a new MK3, which became Megatron. I like the style of printer. I like the way it prints, the quality of prints. It's quiet. So everything can be cheaper. You know that. I know that. But it's more of just figuring out how to size it the way I want to size it. My only issue with those type of printers is the size of them. They are enormous. The BLV is enormous. The FT5 is enormous. Now, granted, they're built like a brick house, but they are just such huge machines for what you're getting. You know, where the Artillery X1 is, you know, a gantry and a moving bed. It's just a giant i3. And it's very easy to take the top gantry off and boom, you've got 2 pieces, ship it and go. The BLV, I'm actually having a hard time starting to pick it up. It's not even done yet. But getting it from the floor, it's back here on the floor, lifting it up onto here is no easy task. I really gotta buck the shorts up and get my butt under it. Definitely do some leg lifts to get that thing up because it is getting beefy. It's a lot of extrusion. I did see though, Aaron, that people were talking about, saw somebody recently did a BLV, but using the Voron blind joints, which I thought was really cool because again, the thing uses, I think, literally 80 corner brackets. And it's just like, whoa, that's insane. So I think it would be cool to try and figure out the measurements and do it via blind joints. I think that might be cool. But I'm not going to do that until after it's done and I printed with it and kind of evaluated it. And then I might go back and either Aaron and I are going to redesign it, which we've kind of been talking about for a few months now. Or I guess like 2-3 months now we've been talking about it, redesigning it. But there's some people that also have done some redesigns for it that I need to look through that are looking pretty sweet. I saw somebody also, they just put out a top enclosure for it. Yeah, it is. I mean, granted, corner brackets from China are cheap, and these are definitely cheaply made ones. They're definitely not the nice black bear ones that I got for this printer, which I never used. It's definitely not those. They are definitely cheap, but still, I mean, yeah, you definitely could cut out, what, 20 bucks at least for 80 corner brackets? That's assuming you can get them for about 25 cents a pop in bulk, which again, I think it comes with a pack of 100, but you don't use all 100 of them. How's our print doing here? A wee bit stringy on that filament, but that's okay. The fasteners, because of what uses like 500 M5s probably. Again, that's why I bought a couple packs from Ziltech and online. And I have most electronics for most of the other things I'm working on. Oh, I did get these. What did these come with? I got these like, I don't know, I'm gonna call them finger condoms. But these came, what did I get this with? I think they're like insulated finger condoms for when you're like working on your hot end, I'm guessing. But these came in one of my packages. What the heck? They're like little finger socks that I'm pretty sure are not going to keep any heat away from my finger whatsoever. But these came in one of my boxes last week, and I'm like, what in the world? That's the only thing I can think of is that they're for when you're working on your hot ends, you don't burn your fingertips. I guess. I don't know. Strangest thing in the world to come in the mail. But I do notice that sellers have been throwing in like extra stuff. I got this flashlight the other day that I did not order. Just random, it's a bicycle flashlight. Like, why did I get a bicycle flashlight with my order? I don't even know. But you're just gonna throw some batteries in and let the kids play with it, I guess. I mean, why not? But also, a lot of sellers are advertising like free gift. So like on Triangle Labs for their hot ends I was looking at, they offer the free gift of the silicone sock. So you don't have to buy that. Okay. That. Oh man. Yeah, Prusa Mini might be fun to make. Handle for it. Here's another V6 hot end. That one's got no reviews, no reviews. No one reviews anything on here. 7 likes. 7 likes. Not much going on Prusa Printer's website. Oh yeah, he's cloned the heck out of it. This is a total clone one. What was that? Little light flicker there. Yeah, so Keith, I'll be watching you, man. Once you post things about that, I'll definitely be watching to see what you were able to do with yours. I'm very interested in how that works out. Oy vey. Well, I think that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go ahead and clean up the Mark 3S and put a new fan duct on there because again I keep melting the PETG ones because I print hot filament on there. Hot stuff. And that's not really helping me much. So yeah, I got the parts printing now. And what I'll do is once those are done, I'll print the bed things and I'll stream on Friday night. And hopefully we can finish then. Because I want to get this thing assembled, at least get calibration done. If I can get a first print down, great. But at least want to get calibration done. I did also get, when I bought the Y carriage, I bought some new beds from Prusa. Because I wanted some additional ones. I also got 1 or 2 blanks coming as well. But I bought a new double-sided texture and a double-sided PEI. They do look different than the ones that I originally got. They've changed up their manufacturing a little bit, which makes sense. I've had my Mark 3S for, when did I get that? I got that in 2018? Yeah, I've had about 1.5 years now. I've had my Mark 3S. Or I said Mark 3, upgraded to the Mark 3S because Prusa did the free upgrade deal. But yeah, now you got me angry. I can't use this display. But yeah, I'm going to call it there. I'm going to clean this stuff up, get it put away, and get these prints done, and maybe go play some Raspberry Pi 4, some RetroPie. I got my cable and power supply now, so I can hook it up to the TV and play some retro games. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. Sorry this did not go as planned, but you know, not every stream does. If you guys want to hang out with us and chat about all the other things we've been talking about, make sure you guys go ahead and hit the Discord link down in the description and come hang out with us and yeah, talk about all kinds of different things. You want to support the channel, help me fund these crazy projects, you become a patron or do any of the donation links or using the affiliate links down below. Again, every penny that I make from this channel, I pour right back into it to do projects you guys can see and have fun with. I'll upgrade equipment, but mostly it's all what I buy all these printers with. So I thank you guys for tuning in. Happy printing. Wash your hands. I'll see you guys Friday night.